You might have to clear ownership of my characters again, please and thank you.
Yeah, I will do that in 1 moment.
Hello. Welcome to Icewind Deal, episode 2. We're having technical difficulties. It's been a good night.
Hello. Hello, Twitch.
Hello.
Can someone in my channel tell me if you can hear me? Sound check. 1 2
Sound
1
check.
2.
We'll jump over.
You're good.
It's been a day, people. It's been a day. My internet problems persist, so if you lose me, I will be back. But if I also lose my mind tonight and just start killing people, you know why.
We're level 1.
So it'll be easy for him to kill us.
Yeah, I'm not attached to my character yet, so if it's gonna happen.
I'm attached to your character.
If it's going to happen, tonight's the night to do it. So, welcome to DM Jeremy, and as always, thank you if you're here. See a couple familiar names in chat already. So, we're on to Icewind Dale session 2. Session 1 ended on an interesting note. Rudra is not with us here tonight. Please don't read into that. Rudra has been having computer problems, and for those reasons, he has stepped away from the game. So don't read into that.
Do it. That's
Now
what happens when
we're
your power supply explodes.
now we're going to jump right into session. I do want to plug my podcast. So if you're listening and you haven't heard Old Men Rolling Dice, you can find us on iTunes and now Spotify, and yeah, that's all the plugging I'm going to do. I just want to play D&D tonight. But our new season 2 episodes are now starting to come out. They come out every Monday, so if you'd like to give us a listen, we'd love you. We'd love to have you. Love to have you. Now, where were we? When last we left our heroes, they were in the village of...
Goodmead.
Thank you.
Is there a village
Rushing,
of
get rid
bad
of-
mead?
I think any mead is good mead, so yeah.
Yeah. Meat is good meat.
And then I have to share this with you guys, but I think you might already have that map. Is that correct?
Yes, but I
Does that
You
look
need a
familiar to
character.
everyone?
Yes.
No, you don't get a character. I'm sorry.
don't get a character. Okay.
Okay, so I have to unlock. I have to clear owner. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Harry, you got to rejoin, I think.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that I wasn't in it.
In it.
Well,
when-
at least two.
I
of
don't
us are
have
on the
anyone
wall, right?
in except Jade and Malice. Who would like to? So not only have I had a day, but Jeff, who plays Lander,
Lander.
is now on a new computer.
New is not the
wouldn't
right
say
word
new.
to use.
He's on a backup computer. So who would like to run Lander tonight? Because I'll clear ownership on him.
I can grab him if needed.
Would you like to bot him?
Sure.
So Jeff, you are
Are you going to do what I tell you?
Never.
you are only in here.
Just
with
my
us, correct?
personality tonight.
You're in
Yes,
Discord with
I'm-
us, but you cannot see
I'm
the
trying to
board or anything.
backdoor Fantasy Grounds right now. I can
Okay.
see nothing.
I will be extra descriptive just for you, Jeff.
You can also watch on
Ooh.
our streams too.
Oh yeah, if you
need
can
to-
watch the stream, maybe watch go watch Agni or Bree stream though, because I don't need to seeing all the behind the scene crap here.
But then I can... No, then you'll kill us if I tell everybody what's happening. Okay, who wants me? Agni or Affy? Who wants
You're
me?
probably better to go to Breeze because she's gonna be the one working your character.
Yeah, that's true.
Touche. Touche.
Well, I gave you both the follow earlier, so...
Aw,
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
Here's the kicker. He hasn't even followed you yet, Jay.
Oh,
You're
now I'm
Monster,
gonna
right?
sneak in.
Yes.
I was like, that name
That's
looks
me.
familiar, but I can't tell where. I
I'm gonna
appreciate the spotlight.
fuck
Thank
up
you, sir.
your inventory.
She's going to. She's gonna probably reorganize it.
No, it's actually pretty good. It's
Oh, that's because
organized.
Jay did it. My inventory was for shit,
Oh, okay, well, good.
and then Jay
Yeah,
went in and
feel
did stuff.
feel free to
So,
tidy it up if I didn't do it right.
Oh no, it's perfect. Well, it's close enough.
it was as perfect as I could get it before. Because I
So-
suck.
So I have to open up stories to bring up this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Fantasy Grounds, you do not cooperate with me at all.
All right, no spells at level 1 for Pallies.
Okay, so you guys were sent to find a Chwinga,
Yes.
which is essentially a
we did.
cutesy little elemental that supposedly can maybe have some effect on their environment. And the thought was that this would be a way to maybe help people in Ten Town with their
Cold problem?
cold problem. Exactly. Like maybe make it a little warmer. Maybe not. So you guys spoke to, and I can't find the quest with her, but we're getting there.
Elva.
The
Yeah,
crazy
but
old
I
lady?
gotta find the name of her bloody quest. God, you know what?
Oh, I
This
called
might
it
be-
a Chwinga and a miss.
A Chwinga and a Miz. I kind of like that actually.
Yep, that's what I called it.
That's not what it's called, but
No, I know, but that's what I called it in my notes.
If you click the location where you are in that town, it'll bring up the pen with the quest under that list.
no,
Here's the best
it's
thing.
not.
Your
It won't.
notes for a Chwinga and a miss? Like, that's what it's called on mine, too, now.
Yeah,
That's fabulous.
No, you're
the
seeing
notes.
her note.
Yeah, I shared the notes,
Oh,
like all the
okay.
quest notes and information on the villages we've been in. That's all stuff I've written. So that's all stuff you have access to because I've made them public.
All right, cool.
She's a good note taker.
Because she's a girl.
Oh, that's sexist. You shouldn't.
I'm
say
a
that.
woman. Thank
A
you.
woman, girl.
So apparently this brick can't run Twitch and Discord at the same time. I've got a video download error
Holy
Oh.
on
crap.
your stream.
Dude,
Dang.
Simcoe is like, where do you live again? Simcoe's like an hour away. Start driving.
Yeah, I got to get more hamsters to run the wheel on this thing.
Dude, that sucks.
Maybe I'll take a drive to Simcoe this weekend.
If we run into combat or anything, I'll send you screenshots on Discord.
Oh, it's fine. As long as I know I've got 11 health and I hit with a sword
Dude,
and I have javelins.
pull
That's all
your,
that matters.
pull
That's
your
all I
cell
have right
phone
now.
out. Cell phone it up on Twitch.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. I got unlimited data. Thanks to freedom.
Can you see our cams clearly without a problem?
Yeah. Like in Discord?
We could share a screen and just recrop the streams on screen or the cams on screen. So
Don't be
that
next one.
It might eat more resources to do that.
If he's got
Let me
unlimited
just,
data, just run your cell phone.
Let's just wait and see if we get into combat. Can we do that?
I mean, it's us.
Right now I can't even find the quest that I had open the last time we played. So there you go.
You should just share it with Jay. A Chwinga and a miss.
I mean, they're pretty good notes.
Not even bringing it up on the story. Okay, it brings it up in quests, but it doesn't bring up any of the details. It just gives me an overview. Anyways, you were sent by Danica Greysteel, a relatively new resident in 10 Towns, and she's trying to find a way to alter the climate in Icewind Dale, and she hires you to locate and capture Chwingas, several of which she believes are located in and around 10 Towns, but not in East Haven because she had a magic lantern that glowed.
Yes.
So you headed over to Goodmead, which is the closest village, and sure enough, you found them.
And there were antics on the way.
So you've holed up in the shrine of the abandoned shrine of the Flaming Sword. You've woken after a long rest. Do I have to initiate a long rest?
You can right-click menu under combat tracker, and you can apply it that way.
Combat tracker. Right click menu. Initiative, no. Rest.
And you can pick short or long.
Long rest. There. Oh, look at that. Everybody's had a long rest.
And then it fixes all character sheets.
Okay.
Sorry, babe. I don't know what you were trying to post,
All
but
right.
it didn't work.
So what's the plan? You wake up in the morning. No one overdrank. And everyone is rested. You're cold though. I mean, the place has not been upkept well, and you were brought a little bit of wood to burn in the fire, but it's a big building, and it probably could have used a little bit more wood, frankly.
I asked one of my party if I can buy a ration off them since I don't have any.
You don't have a ration?
I don't have any rations.
We can assume that you haven't some rations. Give yourself maybe 5 days worth.
Yes, sir.
That would make no sense that you would have been like, I'm going out to do some adventuring. I do not have.
In the cold wastes, I'm gonna leave and not bring food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
apparently a wizard doesn't start with rations.
All right. So
On your mage table.
what's the plan? We're gonna say for the sake of some coherency, we're going to say that the gnome that had accompanied you here, Deku's just missing in the morning.
I pull the Chwinga out of my top and feed it some rations.
Well,
Hello?
once you lift the Chwinga's bag, I mean, it starts struggling again.
I open it just enough to like.
It was like it was
Push some
sleeping in
food
as
in.
you move. Okay, so you open it and push some food in, and as like you push it down in, it pushes back out.
Do you want the bread or not?
It makes no noise, but it just keeps pushing the food out.
Oh,
I
bloody.
pushed some snow in from outside.
From outside.
Yeah.
So you go outside. You see
See her
Jade
stuff and food, yeah.
feeding, and you're like, I know what it needs. It needs some snow. So you go
Yeah.
outside and get some snow, and you bring it in.
I just
And,
smash it on the top of the bag.
Okay.
Hey! The
Oh, I
hell?
have an image here of a Chwinga. Hold on.
Is it one holding a fork?
Ooh. That's a Chwinga.
They look
one
like
point.
they're on a date.
Are those both Chwingas?
Those are both Chwingas.
I like the one that looks like it's wearing a TP more.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. No, they are definitely wearing their little
Clothing.
TPs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened when Lander shoved the snow into the top of the bag?
Yeah, he packed some snow in there, and nothing. These things don't seem to speak or anything.
I think you killed it.
We
I don't
should
think so.
establish a rapport with it.
Okay. You're like, I think we killed it, and then there's like a puff of wind, a puff of air that rushes out of the bag, and it pushes the snow out with it, and you get a little
Flurries.
a little bit of flurry comes out the top of the bag.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's try fire.
Don't set my bag on fire. Well, I guess it's gonna starve.
Maybe it doesn't eat.
It's a magic eater.
Mm.
It is an elemental, remember?
Well, if it starves to death, it's all on you.
Well, we better get back to the village quick. That way it's on her.
Okay. So you head back?
We pack up our things and head out.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So you come outside, and above you is the dark skies of Icewind Dale, and there is a sort of a shimmering aurora borealis effect in the sky right now, which everyone points to as Oral's spell that is causing all the problems. That is like a physical manifestation of her spell. The townspeople in Goodmead are moving about. The mead hall across the street looks like it has not opened for the night, but there are some people shuffling about the village. You see someone carrying some firewood, and people are making the rounds to check on one another. And with that, you're approached by a woman. We'll see if I can find it. I know it happens here. Goodmead, please. What is the difference? Target 2. What is a target 2? Oh, I know what that is. Like, this is not reading properly. So, a woman approaches the party. She shuffles along, but she looks like a very capable person.
Okay.
As she gets a little, I'm just making sure she's not a dwarf, because no, she's a middle-aged woman, and she obviously has. I don't know if you guys remember, I said the buildings had marks of Chult in it, like that. There were some dinosaur carvings and things like that. She's obviously Chilton. She's from the south. Very obviously in her appearance. Not only skin tones and but also what she's wearing. Even wrapped around, even though she has a fur wrapped around her to keep warm, you can see very colorful garb underneath, like a skirt that probably would be something you would expect a Chultan to wear. And as she gets close, she says, who has the highest charisma in the party?
Probably me.
If you click party sheet, you can see
that's fine. If Harry thinks he has the highest, Harry, she makes a beeline for you.
I have a 19, I think, if it matters.
You have a 19 charisma?
Yep.
But you're wearing big, heavy armor, correct?
Correct, yes. I don't look very nice.
I think she's going to choose Harry.
Okay.
Always go with triangle face.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
She says, she says, good morning to you.
I say, good morning, madam.
She says, I understand that perhaps one of your friends, or maybe yourself, approached Shandar last night regarding the speakership of Goodmead.
I, bewildered, look around and have no idea what she's talking about. I look at these guys.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. So the only person could be was the one that's not here.
What's a speaker?
You happen to know that people of 10 towns, every town is led by what they call a speaker, and then 10 towns has a council where all the villagers send their speakers. And so if anything had to be sort of decided on a country basis, so if you're we want 10 towns to make a decision on an approaching army or something, then everyone would send their speakers. So the speaker from this town you guys had overheard had died. So she says, oh, well, maybe my mistake then. Are you leaving Goodmead?
For now, I'll be back for some more of that mead.
We'll be back for some good mead.
And
She
possibly
says-
more Chwingas.
Be careful on the road. We have a bit of a giant problem.
So we've heard.
Do you have business in East Haven or Caerconnig?
Our
Maybe.
business is our own.
She says, well, if you complete said business and are looking for more, we could certainly use your help with this giant problem. We could.
How big of a giant problem?
I'm
She
guessing
says,
a giant one.
She
I'm
says,
not
my friends, this is a giant of the worst kind. The people in these parts know them as Verbeeg giants.
Mm-hmm. Is it just one? A handful? An entire clan?
She says, if I'm being honest, we don't know for sure. We've only ever seen the one, though. The one that ran the speaker through.
Oh. That is quite unfortunate.
Very. We haven't been able to get a mead shipment out of town in some time. As a barrel maker myself, it's not good for business.
I think Morin mentioned that last night. That there was an issue with some giant.
Yes, we only have a small militia here, but we've been sending them out on sorties into the woods trying to find where this creature lives. We've had no luck.
Do you want us to take some mead back to East Haven with us when we go?
Yes, if you do that for us, we'd be very appreciative.
Yeah, we can get 2 burnstone at once.
What she said, yeah.
I have a few barrels at my house that need to go to East Haven. If you could take it to the, I believe it's called the Trout.
The wet trout.
Ah, yes, the wet trout. If you'd be willing to drop off, I have two kegs already loaded. Tell you what, if it would entice you back, I could even lend you my dog sled if you'd come back afterwards to help us.
Did you say dogs?
Yes, dog sled, dogs. Oh, I see the problem.
Hmm.
No problem as long as she stays in front of them. How fast can you run?
Faster than some mutt.
I'm not sure that they would bother you, dear.
She may bother them.
I don't get along with dogs.
From my understanding, sled dogs are well trained and well behaved.
She looks at Malice and she looks at Lander and she says, "Well, you have 2 strapping lads here. We could just lash the barrels to their backs."
That's a better plan. Let's do that.
Not anyone's donkey.
Yeah, don't do it.
Move along, donkey. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
So when the giant attacks, you want me to have myself encumbered.
Drink
Not a
mead.
good plan.
Let the mead drinkers carry it.
Why don't we bring a 3rd keg for the giant?
I have 2 kegs for East Haven. If the dog sled is a no, then someone's going to have to carry them. They are quite heavy, close to 40, maybe even 45 pounds each.
I don't
Well,
want
we don't need the dogs. Why don't we just take the sled without the dogs? If
The
Jake has a
cat.
problem with dogs.
We can
Sure, if you're not opposed to pushing it, yes, I can unhook the dogs. That's no problem.
Just
We can
bring
hook
the
the cat.
dogs.
We can hook the cat
Bring
up
the
to the wagon to pull the
I
meat.
will claw your face off while you sleep.
All right, we'll use the dogs.
So she takes you to her building along the water there. This large building that I described as being sort of like a net and whatnot. It is covered with nets on the outside and things that fishermen use. But once you're inside, there are it's a massive barrel producing operation, and she sure enough has half a dozen very large sort of husky-like dogs, wolf-like looking even, attached to a sled, and she's like, "These fine people are headed to East Haven. Load up those barrels." And some of the people working there immediately start to strap 2 barrels to the dog sled. Has any of you driven one of these before?
Never.
Of course I have. Haven't we
Oh.
all?
Excellent then.
Can't be that hard.
She pats you on the shoulder. You're in good hands then. She pats Mouse on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So the crew there lash the barrels on, and she says she thanks you again, and promises payment upon your return of her dogs and her sled.
How much and who are you again?
Oh yes, of course. I suppose I forgot that in all the excitement. She says, Olivesta. Olivesta barrel maker.
Your name is your position, your job?
Well, that's what they call me around here. My actual name is Untapur, but since coming north with family, I just go by Olivesa, the barrel maker. That's fine. That'll do.
Much
Very
effective.
well.
So with that, the barrels are loaded up, and in the sled is enough rations for the dogs for about 4 days, as well as the 2 barrels of mead bound to East Haven. They have the stamps of Goodmead that the barrels are marked that they're obviously coming from the Goodmead, and she wishes you well. So, Chris, are you stepping up on the sled?
Sure.
Want to give me an animal handling? Just roll it into the tower?
I'm gonna get some popcorn and watch the show. Go ahead, Malice.
Handling? Do I have to?
Well, you don't have to, but I can roll for you if you'd like.
Oh, hold on. You gotta move here. Oh, wait a second. I gotta grab it. Let me re-roll that, because it's gonna be worse than that, trust me.
Actually, that's fine. You guys didn't see that, did you?
Nope.
I'll just take that roll and add the bonus.
It's a -1.
That's okay, because you rolled a nat 20.
I'm a champ doing this!
Is there
He
some
just
way to
becomes
show
one
that?
with the dogs.
Oh, you can drag and drop it again. You can
Oh,
actually click the number, drag and drop it on the chat window.
There you go.
go.
So actually, Malice hushes the muskies. Wait, mushes the huskies out into the street and seems to know what he's doing. And off you go towards onto the east way towards East Haven. So again, it takes about 4 hours to get to East Haven, and we're just gonna jump ahead a little bit here, unless someone has something they want to do on the road back to East Haven. Otherwise, I'll just skip right to where we're going.
No, I'm good.
Steer clear of the dogs.
Yeah, they're pretty well trained, and actually, Malice is keeping them really well under control. So you don't have too much problems. I mean, if you go looking for trouble, you think you'll have trouble.
I'm so disappointed in that role. I had visions of Malice standing on the sled going, "Okay, giddy up."
Yeah.
Mush!
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm a gift Yankee dog
Shoo!
musher.
Dog musher.
You must have used psionic abilities on them.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Can I use mage hand on him?
come on. So story is really useless, right?
It shouldn't be. At the bottom, there's arrows so you can actually flip pages.
Yeah, but it's not giving me what I... It never seems to give me what I want. What? Oh, wait a minute. Now it is. Oh, boy. Okay. So, you arrive back in East Haven, and it's not long before you're at the Wet Trout. you're greeted by, if you remember, Nymetra. She's a dragonborn, white skin. She meets you at the back door with your delivery, and single-handedly, she's quite strong. She's just picking the barrels up and moving them in. She says, "I haven't had a delivery from Goodmead in some time. Did you have to beat this couple barrels out of them? How did you end up with them?"
Well, you see, they've got a bit of a giant problem. I mean, they have a problem with a giant.
It's a small giant problem.
To quote one of my favorite D&D players, that sounds like a them problem.
Yeah. That's a them, not an us problem.
That sounds like a them problem. She takes the barrels in and looks to you and wondering if you're coming in for a drink, or whether she should just close the door on you.
I'm going in for a drink.
I'm going to wait awkwardly until she's about to close the door and then go in.
Where were we supposed to meet that chick with this friggin' elemental?
At the White Lady Inn.
Why don't we head there?
Which is probably where you guys, if you have been living in East Haven, you probably have your own room.
But mead.
There.
Mead?
But how about I'll take the elemental to her because I'm the most trustworthy here, and I'll bring us her 20 gold back.
I'm very trustworthy.
I'm plenty trustworthy.
I'm
I didn't
lawful.
rob
You can trust me.
anybody when we were in Goodmead.
If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Courtney will take it. Courtney's my dancing minstrel.
Oh, fine. Let's go, and I'll come back for mead.
So we're all going?
Do they not have, wait. Do they have takeout cups for her?
I need a travel mug.
A free pint.
Do you ask for a takeout?
Yeah, can we get a traveler?
Travel mug?
Nymetra is reluctant, but you did bring her shipment of mead, so she gives you all one for the road and expects the cups to be returned.
We'll have the dogs return the cups shortly.
I give Jade mine, so she can have
I
two.
give Jade mine as well.
Tail, double
She
fisting.
doesn't have enough hands, but then I forgot she has the tail too.
I'll just drain my cup and put it back on the bar and leave.
You do it right there, like a shot.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I'll do one with Lander, and then the rest will be like my travelers. One there and one back.
Okay.
I drink dragon's blood, that's it. If it ain't dragon's blood, I don't drink it. That's the way I roll.
So,
Do you mean like real dragon blood or like the drink dragon blood?
No, the real deal. I don't horse around. Do you see me? You don't get this attractive drinking meat. You get it drinking dragon's blood. I'm just Yankee.
That just seems so rare and wasteful. Like you could be getting drunk all the time.
Have you ever drank dragon's blood?
Can't say that I have because I have very limited interactions with dragons.
Oh, well, you're missing out.
Yes, well, I also like getting drunk for cheap and easy.
Cheap and easy.
I have tiger blood. I'm a warlock.
Tiger blood.
Always winning.
I'm a sheen.
Get the fuck out of here, Jeff. Just leave. Get out of here with that shit.
Bye.
I'm just kidding, come back!
you arrive at the White Lady.
Lander walks off a bridge.
I'm back.
Apparently. And see, it says but it doesn't have the quest, for God's sakes. This does not bode well for my approval of this. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I scroll... No.
Approval of what?
This friggin'
Fantasy grounds.
Fantasy Grounds. Okay. So, you arrive back at I almost said Fantasy Grounds. You arrive back at Fantasy Grounds. You arrive back at the White Lady Inn. Okay. And as you walk in to the inn, it's just as you remember it. An old lady, Bartabin. She's the innkeeper, and she's welcomes you back. She hasn't given your rooms away. And we mentioned that you guys had spent some time here in East Haven prior to beginning, and you have come to know a sort of friendly, almost overwhelming bard by the name of Ronaldo.
I was hoping you were going to say Rosa.
No, and Ronaldo he's a halfling, and everybody who comes to the White Lady sort of gets to know him. He's a regular. She says that when you're done your business, Ronaldo was looking for you, and he's currently singing a song for some patrons. But you do see your friend Danica Greysteel. She's waiting at a table. She's just finished her sort of lunch. It's afternoon outside, but of course dark. The fire is burning, and the lights are, with the fire and the lamps, it's pretty dim. There's always this horrid smell. Wood is not all that common in East Haven. There's so many people here, they just can't burn wood. So they're currently importing whale oil, and they're burning whale oil, and the lanterns leave a bit of a stench. All of you are not particularly a fan.
What's the owner of the White Lady Inn's name?
The owner of the White Lady is
Can I get on
Bartaban.
that?
Can I share that somehow? I guess I can't, because they don't have
Right-click.
a picture for her. Well, they don't have a
No.
picture for her, so yeah. But her name is Bartaban. Bartaban.
Can I get a town map?
Of
Please.
East Haven?
Yes, please.
You certainly can. That I think I can do. So she smiles as she sees you come in. I need a
I got it. Never mind.
East Haven map. And then I have to share this. Is it up, guys? Do you get it?
Yep.
See,
Yep.
I'm getting
No.
there's some things I'm getting used to. So, and you can see on the map where the White Lady is. The Wet Trout's literally on the other side of town, so you've had to come back. And you entered on the East Way, which is,
That's why I needed the to-go cups.
exactly. It's a long journey. It's a
is.
long journey. So Danica smiles, and she's obviously looking like where the Chwinga could be.
I pull it out of my top and I put the pouch on the table.
Hammer
I-
space.
Give it a little poke so it wiggles.
And it starts to like wiggle, like a little person accosted in a bag. She says, "Oh, feisty."
And slippery.
I have to tell you, I'm so happy you were able to do this. I was concerned you wouldn't find one. This has been, very quick. I didn't think you'd be back this soon with one.
Well, we technically found 3, but the other 2 ran.
3?
Yes, there were 3 little shits on top of a fox.
She says, "Riding a fox." She's very excited by that.
That one killed the fox. I think by accident.
Is there
Yeah.
somebody wearing it as a hat right now?
100% by accident.
With that, she gets a bit of a pout, and she says, "Well, and I have your payment here, and so if I want to share the concluding quest thing, do I hit share? It shows the currency and everything. Like, how do I put that into your
Okay.
guys?
You drag and drop that into the party sheet
Oh, do I? Okay.
under inventory, and it'll actually add to the parcel, the gold and stuff.
Where on the party sheet do I drag and drop it?
The inventory
Oh,
tab.
inventory. I see it. I got to open the inventory tab before I drag. I assume, right?
Yep. You just
And
drag and drop it anywhere.
Yeah, I think that worked.
Cool.
I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this cold weather clothing as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, there's 25 gold there for you to split as you please. And she picks up the pouch and she says, I have just a place for him up in my room. Thank you again.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yep.
If you wanted to divvy it out, you can press the down arrow that's in the middle of the 4 boxes, and it'll automatically sort evenly.
Oh, will it?
Mhm.
Okay, but Chris doesn't want payment. Is that still the case, Chris?
Take it.
You'll take it? Okay.
I can hold on to it for everybody. It's fine.
No, that's cool. Here we go. So
Wow.
distribute assessment of coins. It has it gave everybody 4.
Because they gave 4 to Deku because he's still on the party sheet.
No, it did. Oh, yes, it did. It also gave 4 to your Raven. Well, I don't want to delete Deku from the party sheet. Is there a way I make him inactive though?
No, you just delete him off the party sheet.
Yeah,
He
and you can
re-added
re-add
later.
him.
But he'll lose his character, won't he?
No.
Okay, so I go back to main and I delete him off the party sheet.
You just right click and delete.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so that's done. And then I go back to inventory. And then I can just bump this up to 5 gold pieces again and redistribute, right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay, so everybody should have their gold. And she says to you, I'm not sure if you've heard, but Captain Arlagath is looking for help on some sort of mission to do with East Haven, looking for sort of adventurers and those who are, I don't want to use the term mercenary, but
Oh,
You were
no,
very
we're absolutely what we are.
you were very helpful to me. I would certainly be willing to put in a good word with the captain for you.
Sorry, Captain who?
Captain Arlagath. Captain Arlagath. Arlaggath. Arlagath. She says, I think it has something to do with some missing fishermen, but I've only heard rumors.
Well, fishermen are giants, folks. What are we doing?
Giants.
Of course you would
Man.
say that.
Well,
Which
we
is
figure
closer.
we got to return the dogs anyway. We want more payment for that because we need our money, and then we can go after the giants because they're kind of right there.
Why don't we do giant fishermen?
Ah!
Split the party in 2.
There you go.
Is there another mission we can do so we can split it 3 times?
Let me see if I can find one.
Oh! No, we got the red sky.
Oh, that comet you saw fall.
Yep.
Comet,
We just need
asteroid,
2 more. And we
meteorite.
can all go our own way.
Well,
I
we
saw a
have to
meteorite put down near
return.
here.
So,
Here, let's-
giants,
you know what-
fishermen, returning the dog sled, and the comet. So 4. Let's do all of them.
And before you pick anything, for completing your first quest in Icewind Dale, you are granted 1 level.
Woohoo!
Yay!
I was hoping not to have it work out this way, but unfortunately, yeah. Chat is saying the giant on my end.
I vote see giant.
But let's boost characters, and hopefully it doesn't take us too long to figure it all out. Do we know that? Is there like a...
There's a really easy way to do it. You just open the magnifying glass beside your class and level on the main sheet of your character page. And when that opens, you grab the nipple and drag it back onto your character sheet.
And then it'll display what it added on your chat window.
And I will get my player's handbook and my Xanathar's Guide to Everything out.
Cunning action! Fuck
There shouldn't be
yeah.
too much. First to second is usually a pretty straightforward.
I get spells and a fighting style and Divine Smite.
I get my school.
Bree, where do we go again?
I'm multi-classing in the warlock.
Sorry, Harry, what was that?
I found the magnifying glass that is right near my class. Now, what do I do with it to level up?
When you open that magnifying glass, it'll bring up another pop-up window.
Oh, I see. I right-clicked it last time. That's why this didn't pop up. I see.
And so under class, you see the shield. Looks
Yep.
like a brown nipple. Drag that back onto your character sheet, and it'll automatically level you up in that class.
Oh.
Bree, if you're doing my character, can you
Yep.
do a level of Warlock instead of a level of Paladin, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Are you being legit?
Yeah.
Patron? Hexblade?
Hexblade, yes.
Is it Hexblade you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the build. How many for each?
That's okay. That's okay. I'll get everything set here for when we're... So is the plan then to head back to Goodmead?
Yep.
Is that the plan? So I'll get those opened up here to try to save some time with my inefficiencies on Fantasy Grounds.
I think we should hit the star first, unless the giants are closer. So that in case, whatever it is, we could use the sled to carry it back.
That's smart thinking. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a money exchange in towns?
For what sort of thing?
If I want to trade gold to silver?
Yeah, that's no problem, but silver weighs more, right?
Yeah, but how much silver would I need if I want to get a blacksmith to build a silver greatsword?
Oh, like converting silver, like making a greatsword silvered?
Yeah.
Yes. That has to do with how it's forged. So you would need to pay there's a price for that. I'll get that for you. Just a moment.
There's no rush on that. That's fine. We can deal with that later.
Nope. But if you know what it is, then
Yeah. That's true.
so let's do that very quickly. Great sword. So a great sword costs 50 gold. And then silvered weapons. That's a special quality. Silvered weapons. Here we go.
I'll be back in just a sec.
Yep. Oh, here it is. You don't have to buy a new sword. It's right in the player's handbook. You can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold. This
Thank
cost
you.
represents not only the price of silver, but the time and expertise needed to add the silver to the weapon without making it less effective.
Assume that would simulate a Githyanki silver sword.
Well, it wouldn't, but it would. I know what you're going for. Yeah, absolutely.
Similar to what, like, it wouldn't have the qualities of like theirs are magical, I believe.
Yeah, theirs can cut like astral cords and everything.
Yeah.
Jeff, who are you making your pact with? It's a hexblade. It's a
Hexblade,
hexblade.
yeah.
So
So the Raven Queen. Well, this is what I was going to talk to you offline about, because it's. I talked about the voices that are in my head for being a haunted one.
mhm.
And what am I looking for? Somehow, I haven't really worked on the whole story yet, but somehow my family got a hold of a shard from one of the Shadowfell weapons, and that's what's telling me stuff. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where would I find the spell entry for Song of Rest in the player's handbook?
It's not a spell, so it's under the Bard class features. So you would go to Bard,
Okay.
and Song of Rest should be listed under that.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it now. Thanks.
Are we? Is it like if we left the dogs, we would want to stay the night, correct? We don't want to leave right away.
You could be back in Goodmead tonight if you'd like. It's sort of just after midday right now, so it takes about 4.5 hours on because you can't put everybody on the sled. So about 4.5 hours to walk to Goodmead. So if you want, you could go from here and be in Goodmead by what would be the equivalent of arriving, just after dinner type thing, 6-7 o'clock at night.
Okay, so is that what we want to do, or do people want to stick around in town?
We've had enough time. We can head that way.
Harry, did you find the Song of Rest?
No, I didn't, but I'm still looking. It's okay.
So if you go to the Bard entry in the book,
Yep, I'm there.
You'll see spell casting, and then Bardic Inspiration, Jack of all trades, and then Song of Rest.
Did you just get it on your character?
Yeah, I did.
If you go to abilities, it'll be under features.
Oh, I'm still disabled for some reason because I still haven't figured out how to level up. I got the magnifying glass open, but I can't find this nipple thing that I'm looking for.
It's the butthole.
In the window that opens, you'll see level 1 XP, next level up. Below that,
Yep.
you'll see a red do not enter. And then below that is the nipple they're talking about.
It's technically a brown shield.
Technically, but it looks like a
Okay.
nipple.
I've got it opened up and it says Bard. Is that right?
If you drag and drop that button over to your
Yep.
character sheet, it'll auto level you up.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then you should be able to hit on your abilities. You should be able to hit the square box, I believe, and it'll bring up the write up on.
It's a square box on Afi's only. It's still a shield on yours.
Yeah, it's because I changed my layout.
She has a theme set.
I'm not sorry. It's a pretty theme, and it's Curse of Strahd, so... I... Don't make that face at me.
So then we're gonna leave right away then to go back. Is that what we're saying?
I'm fine.
I was
either way.
voting we head toward the meteorite.
Well, what if we
Like,
talk
so
to
if
the
you
captain while we're here?
To get to where the meteorite landed, let's pull up our map here because this thing is bloody gorgeous. So I just want to, if we bring
It
up
really
the
is
map
pretty.
for Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale player map, and I share this. Okay, So if we look at this map, we can see. Did that work? I want to make sure I did it right, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Yep.
So you're currently in East Haven, and then if you look down the road, there's Goodmead to the south, and then there's Dugan's Hole. The crash site would be directly south of Dugan's Hole and probably take a few days to reach because you're going. It would have probably. You're guessing it would have probably put down up in the mountains.
Hmm.
Why don't we head to Goodmead and look for the giants first? They're right there.
I think we should talk to the
I
captain
think we should
before
talk to
we
the
leave.
captain. We got to
Yeah,
pick
since
up all
we're
the
already
quests
here.
before we leave town. You guys never played WoW before?
They're crying out loud.
Got to hit all the exclamation points before we leave.
I mean, how often do you want to come back and then leave and then come back and leave?
And maybe, for all you know, maybe the quest is along the way.
Okay, so they, you guys go talk to the captain, and I have to go do something. So you go talk to him.
Okay, let's do it.
Seems suspicious.
And the little bard also wants to talk to you. Ronaldo.
Yes, I'll talk to Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
I want to
Yeah,
go see
call him
Ronaldo
Geraldo.
as well.
Jay, to make it less like, I will take my leave and go to. Would there be an orphanage in town?
Sure, absolutely.
I will
Oh
go
my
there
God.
to donate my gold.
You disgust me.
Yeah, gold buys weapons.
No kink shaming.
Okay.
It's not a kink shame. Maybe
I
being
almost shot
disgusted by
coffee out my
people's
nose. Thank you very much.
kinks is my
Huge.
kink.
So
He's
Chris
going-
is
he's going to
Chris
buy
is
some
going.
children.
Chris is going to tie some gold away. Ronaldo was who was going to see Ronaldo? Harry and
Me.
Jade.
Yep.
And
I'll
then and then who's going to talk to the cap? Well, why don't we all go to the Ronaldo then? And then yeah. Chris, I will say that on the way out of town, you don't have to be apart from this stuff. On the way out of town, you can donate whatever you'd like at the the orphanage.
That works.
And be
Okay.
ridiculed ceaselessly.
And let's see here. So
Dude, yeah, I'm sorry. I had a raid, so I couldn't hear the last bit, but I think I'm caught up.
that's okay. That's okay. So let's start with. I put all this down, you jerks. I thought you were going. Okay, so Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
So Ronaldo's just finished singing his song. It doesn't end on a good note. It's actually you would have expected better from him. It's a poor song. No one thinks it. But the people at the table still kind of like, oh, thank you, Ronaldo.
Is that typical for him after we've been living here for a bit? That he just kind of sucks?
No, he's actually not bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say he's better than Courtney.
No one is better than Courtney. Do you know why?
He would say
Triangle
that, though.
face. Triangle face. Do it,
So-
Courtney.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him up and play a song myself. Actually,
Are you?
yeah.
Battle of the Bards.
I'm gonna make him look bad and like really drive our rivalry.
Okay.
Like, there's only enough room for like one
only
bard
enough
in this
for one-
town, buddy.
One bard at the White Lady Inn, and you're it.
Yes.
So, what would you like your song? What are you thinking this song is about there, Courtney?
Probably about how the heroic party of 5 is here to save Icewind Dale from its awful winter.
Okay. You want to give me a performance check?
Oh, do I ever? I was hoping to say that.
Have you leveled your character? Okay.
I did. Yes, I figured that out. Now
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
excellent.
going. Now I'm going to my skills and performance. Now, do I need to do that in the dice tower?
Yeah, just drop the d20 in the dice tower. That's fine.
Did you get it?
Nope.
This happened last time.
Make sure you're clicking on the there it goes.
There we
that
go.
one.
Happened that time.
Oh yeah. You begin to show him up very quickly. The people around you actually. There's even people that stop drinking to take in your magnificent song. There's much cheering, and you even get there's even a few silver pieces thrown your way across the table.
I bow and graciously give like a big sweeping arm movement,
Mhm.
and I'm obviously rubbing it in the face of Ronaldo, who I actually call Waldo just to piss him off.
All right, and then roll a d20 for me, and that's how many silver pieces you get. You don't have to put that in the dice tower. You can just pick up a 20-sider and roll. 7 silver. You get 7 silver.
Do you add that or do I add that?
You can add it. I think. I don't think I have to
Yeah.
add it,
No,
or
he
do
can
I
add it.
have to add it? He can just add it, right? Okay.
Yeah, can you tell me how to do that?
So Ronaldo, just go into your character sheet, and there should be a
Yeah,
page
go into
with
inventory.
I'm in.
Treasure.
Okay.
So who's this Geraldo Bard guy?
Ronaldo. He's like, very, very good, Courtney.
I give him a triangle
Geraldo.
face.
He says, so I'd like to invite the 5 of you to a little thing that I'm doing here in the inn. Only, you know, our favorite patrons of the inn. Have you ever heard the tale of the White Lady herself?
Since I've been living there for a bit, or have we?
Give me a history check.
Can we all roll it?
Yeah, you can all roll it.
No, I can't.
Somehow you magically... No, you did not. Courtney, stop rolling. Courtney's just throwing dice at the tower like you wouldn't believe.
What? No, I'm not.
I have multiple rolls from Courtney.
Really? I didn't do anything. I dropped 1 tower in the tray. Or 1 dice in the tray, and that was it.
Oh. Abigail, your obsession with the dead has led you to know a little bit about the White Lady. So this is what you know, and everybody's just going to play in character. I'm going to tell Agni, you can all listen, but what got you interested was that Ronaldo actually has a song about the White Lady that he occasionally sings, and it's about the White Lady's husband more than her, and that he was a miser, a bit of a miser who kept his treasure and kept it all to himself. And there's a tale that he went missing out on Lac Dinishir, which is the lake, Lac Dinishir. His boat capsized and drowned, and some people say it's because he had his treasure with him. Too much. There was too much, and it capsized the boat. Now, Ronaldo is certain that the man's treasure lies at the bottom of Lac Dinishir, waiting for someone to find it. However, Bardaban tells you, he's just telling stories. But the White Lady is occasionally seen in East Haven, her ghost. Some even say that she was responsible for his passing. Lots of... am I still here? Did I just lose?
No,
No,
you're
you're
still
still
here.
Everyone just stop moving.
It got quiet, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So the White Lady is occasionally seen walking out on Lac Dinishir. She's seen in East Haven, and I mean they've named an inn after her. It can't be total just stories, right?
Really? There's places about the Loch Ness Monster, and it's not real.
Oh, you don't know that.
Nessie is real.
Anyways, Ronaldo intends to hold a seance, and he's going to summon the White Lady for you all. And when he has her, he's going to ask her, it would be an opportunity to ask her some questions about what's going on in Icewind Dale. Maybe she has insight. We live in dark times, after all. Perhaps the spirit of the White Lady can help. Aren't you curious to hear what she has to say?
No. She's dead. She's dead. Let the dead rest.
If you're going to stay at the inn, come on, Malice. You're curious. If you're going to stay at the inn tonight, I was thinking we could do it tonight. I've got the candles.
We're actually leaving tonight.
What makes you so confident you can summon her?
I am definitely intrigued by this.
Jade, I'm Ronaldo, the minstrel of
You
East-
just got showed up by
of East
Courtney.
Haven.
You got shown up by a dude named Courtney. Like,
He has a triangle face. Seriously.
He just glares. He's standing on a stool to make sure he can see Courtney in the eye, and he just glares at Courtney.
I say
I'll
to him,
stand
if
behind
you can't sing a
Courtney.
song, you definitely can't summon a spirit.
I can do it. I can do it.
What you can do,
Then
and
show
what
us.
you
Do it now.
What you can and should do are two different things.
I just need, seances can't be done alone. I need a few people. We need a circle. There needs to be some candles and incense burning. These are dark magics, my friends. I cannot do it alone.
is he full of shit?
Insight.
Insight?
I know I said
When
that
I-
like a statement, but it was
When
more of
I
a
drop a dice on here, do you guys see it?
never.
No, you guys all think she's legit. He's legit.
It's
Or-
legit.
Or at least he very much believes what he's telling you is legit.
I want to experience this.
Sounds like fun.
Can we
Sounds like a lot
delay?
of fun.
Can we delay returning the dogs?
We have 4 days of rations for them.
Yep.
Okay.
She implied no urgency in returning the dogs.
If everyone's okay with it, I'm okay with seeing this thing. I want to see it because I do think he's full of shit, just because I don't believe in him. I don't believe he can do anything of worth.
Well, and if
I
he
want to
does
see him weave
summon
his
something-
necromancy.
He said seeing that you guys are not quite sure, I'm going to go prepare in the attic. Bardaban said I could use the attic. I'm going up there. I'm going to draw the circles and the appropriate glyphs on the ground. I've got the chalk. I've got the incense. I've got the candles. You meet me back here, Courtney. You meet me here, and I'm going to show you that I can bring the white lady to you.
I'm excited.
I only hope that you don't soil yourself when she arrives.
I tell him that I haven't done that in weeks, and that we'll see what he can do.
With that, there's a lot of people that have overheard the conversation, and they're all a little interested now as to whether he can actually pull this off. So next, what was next on the list? You're going to head to see the captain?
Yes. And then the
I'll
orphanage.
kind of shoo them
orphanage.
off, and I'm
Yeah.
going to sneak into the attic.
Okay. So he goes off to gather supplies. You have a little bit of time before he reaches the attic. You know how to get to the attic. You guys have stayed here at the inn. So, the inn is a few stories tall. So, and then there's one of those pull downs that you can climb a very steep set of steps into the attic.
I'll do
So-
that, and I'll pull the stairs up behind me.
Okay. And you get up there, and you're in sort of like an empty space. The floorboards are very creaky up here. There's windows, but they're totally covered in frost and fogged up. There's webs, in the corners everywhere, and there's old boxes and promotional materials from the inn and things like that just have gone forgotten and unused up here.
Yeah, I'll just tuck myself in somewhere small
And wait.
and wait.
Okay. Do the rest of you go to see the captain, or are you going to wait around the white lady until the seance?
I'll go see the captain. Anybody want to come with?
Same. I'll go to the captain.
So will I.
I'll stay just in case Jade gets in any trouble.
Okay.
All right.
So, you head over to the East Haven town hall. There is a big black scorch mark out in front of it where do you remember that wizard that got burned?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. And Captain Arlagath is actually on the front steps. She just looks like she's finishing speaking to someone. And she turns to see you guys as you approach. And let me just... I don't know that I have a... Let me see if I have a photo of her. If I go in a story and put her name in, is there a chance it will pull up her stuff?
It might be under NPC
Thank you.
or story. Yeah.
Oh, it is here. Thank you. Unfortunately, there's not a photo. Poo. Okay, so you see, she's got some elven blood in her, so you're guessing she's half elf, and dressed in heavy armor, as well as lots of, heavy clothing to keep warm. And as you guys approach, she nods to you and says, it's all gentlemen. There's 3 of you, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Gentlemen, what can we do for you?
I'll say, greetings, Captain. Well met. I heard you're looking for what people are calling the heroes of Goodmead.
She smiles. She says, the heroes of Goodmead, hey? I'll have to apologize. I have not heard of you. But I am looking for some help, and I haven't found the right people. Are you interested in lending a hand to the people of East Haven?
You haven't heard of our exploits? We killed a fox.
Yeah. And we captured a mythical Chwinga. Bards across the land are starting to tell the tale.
She says, a Chwinga, hey? Oh, wait. Have you been talking to Danica?
She said she was going to mention our help. Didn't she?
Well,
She's spoken to you yet?
She hasn't had time. She goes, I haven't spoken to her today. Are
What
you the
is she
group?
even doing?
Are you the 2 that went off to help? Are you the group that went off to help?
We certainly
That's
are.
how we became the heroes.
That's why we're the heroes of Goodmead, exactly.
She smiles. She says, well, 4 fishers have gone missing on Lake Denishire 10 days ago. The coastline's hard to sail along because of all the ice flows. But savvy anglers prefer it. There are fewer competing fishers from the other lake towns there. We need someone just to scout along the coastline and search for them. I got my hands full here, and I can't spare the people the soldiers right now.
Are we going to ask about compensation, guys?
Of course you are.
Okay, what will you give us for such heroic deeds?
Well, just a second. She says, well, I'm not authorized to give you anything from the coffers. However, did you see our sacrifice to Oral the other night? And she points to the black scorch on the ground.
We did.
I confiscated a few items from the mage that might interest you. I have what appears to be a spell scroll and some sort of a magical bag. Find me my fishermen, Heck, just run the coastline for me, and you can have one or the other.
What do we have to do to get both?
Yeah, if we find the fisherman, can we get both?
It's like hazard pay.
Yeah, if we don't find them, we don't want both. But if we find them, we would like a bonus. Both items.
Give me, Harry. Give me a persuasion,
Yeah, I'll give him a wink.
and you can roll with Lander there. You can roll with advantage. So make sure you click your advantage button in the bottom left,
Okay,
and then give me a persuasion check into the tower.
into the tower. Well, here goes my +5 roll. Can I sing myself a little tune and give myself bardic inspiration?
I think you can add bardic inspiration to that. I don't see why not. So roll me a d6 as well.
Like a D6.
Like a d6, like a d6.
If that doesn't work, I can try intimidation.
She says, I'll tell you what. If you can get them back here alive, I'll give you both.
We'll take the case.
But if they've died from exposure, then we're just doing the townsfolk a favor by giving them a proper burial. So, but if you can get them back here alive, it might raise the. Yeah, they've been gone a 10-day. However, she says there's a number of places they may have bunkered down in along the way. I don't assume they're dead, so if you can find them and get them back here alive, that'll do well to raise spirits around here. I'll give you both of the items.
All right, well, I'm going to consult with my colleagues.
Of course.
Okay, we're going to do this, guys. Can we make this decision without the other two?
Yeah, I figure the wizard will want the scroll. We would want the bag because we're going to assume it's some sort of magical. So if we can get both, that'd be nice. So let's see if we can get both.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, I'll tell the captain we're on the case.
Now the good news is she said alive, not whole, just alive.
She says,
Can
"Are you
I
going to
bring
walk
it back
Are you going to walk the coastline, or?" She goes, "I might be able to arrange for a small boat if you know how to use it."
Drive a dog sled, I can drive a boat. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I also believe that, and I'm going to give him a double wink and guns.
She goes, I'll talk to the ferryman. He might have a boat that you can use. However, you know for a fact that Lek Dinashir is frozen all along this coastline. So even if you get a boat, that you're going to have to push it across the ice till you get to open water.
Here's a question: How fast could I run the coast on a dog sled?
Fast.
Faster than a boat?
Let me get that for you. So
What if the dog sled's dragging the rest of us?
if you go, what's that?
What if the dog sled's dragging the rest of us? Like
Do you
we're all
have your
skiing behind
Do you
it?
have your map open, Chris?
Yes, I do.
The Icewind Dale map. So can
Yeah.
you see Caer Dineval? It's north of East
Yes.
Haven.
Yes.
Okay, so if you were to walk to Caer Dineval on foot, it would take you 8 hours. By dog sled, you can cut that time in half.
Okay. And so if I went on my own on the dog sled, I could clear it.
It might even be faster than that. I'll double check here for you.
Because the hope is to find them alive here, right? So we got to move quick because we want all the items. No offense, I'm not expecting a 20 on a boat ride across the icy river. I don't want to fall in. Water.
That was massive leg spike.
Yeah. Chris, you've spiked a couple times tonight with your with your voice, just
Your
so
voice,
you're
yeah.
aware. Pardon me, a dog sled can cut that time in. Like, if everybody's on dog sled, it would take you 2 hours to reach Cairdenable.
But we only have one dog sled.
How many people can go on a dog sled? I mean, if these guys are lost, there could be trouble around that one person couldn't deal with.
Cost of a dog sled. I have that here. Let me find it.
Well, we already have one, right? I just am wondering.
Yeah,
how many
I gotta
people
see how
can
many
go
people
on
can
one.
be. I gotta see how many people it'll carry.
Oh, okay.
The rest of us can ski behind it. We just need tow ropes. It's fine. Put more dogs on the front.
Getting around 10 towns by dog sled. It only carries two, one steering and one riding, where where you put the two kegs. So you would need multiple dog sleds. You guys also know that I mean, they're not cheap. A dog sled costs 20 gold, and a sled dog can cost as much as 50 gold for a good sled dog in town.
Regardless, do we want to go back to the other two and tell them what happened and then watch this seance thing?
May as well.
Okay. So you guys head back. You maybe have a bite to eat, and then head up into the attic.
What happened while I was waiting?
Oh shoot, that was the wrong overland travel. Oh yeah, hold on a second, I'm going to tell you. Oh.
Anna, I need your help.
Sometimes Eastvale. It's not Eastvale, it's East Haven. I've never felt so prepared and yet unprepared for a campaign. Like, I know
I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. I'll be able to hear. I just won't be able to respond.
Yep, absolutely. I know the information. I just can't find it. Okay. Here we go. So, that travel time might be less, guys. That was 8 hours from. It might only be about 4 hours. With dog sleds, you might be able to do it in an hour, up and down the coast. 1 hour up, 1 hour down. So as you sit waiting behind some boxes there, Jade, sure enough, Ronaldo comes up. He's got a small box. He puts it down. He gets the chalk out. He's got some notes, and he starts drawing his circle and drawing little, glyphs and that around the edge. He starts putting the candles where they need to be, putting some incense out. When I say where they need to be, you don't know where they need to be, but he seems to be like going, oh, they need to go here, they need to go here, this needs to happen here. And he's following some instructions. And then when he gets it all done, he just sits there sort of looking at it, making sure, obviously making sure that he's done, at least he thinks he's done it right.
I don't know shit about magic, but I will take a little doodle on my hand because I don't have any paper
Okay.
of what I think it is or what it looks like from my angle.
Yeah. It's tough because there's a lot of like little glyphs and that around the edges of the circle.
I also have fur.
Yes. So it's very tough.
Well, I mean, I've got
What are you drawing with? Chalk or what do you have?
a dagger.
So you're cutting? That's intense, dude. That's intense.
I have
Okay.
ink, a pen, and parchment.
That doesn't help me when I'm in
You're
the attic.
you're downstairs though, and she's up in the attic with Ronaldo. Anyways, once he's finished, he lowers the ladder and heads back downstairs. And it took him a good half hour
Okay.
to get this just the way he wanted.
All right. I will take a good look at it.
So you come out from behind the boxes.
Yeah.
It looks legit. Like, it just doesn't look like mumbo jumbo. But as you said, you're not a spellcaster. But it looks legit.
All right. And then I'll go and find Abigail and relay what I saw.
Okay.
See if she has any idea.
So you describe everything to Abigail. Abigail, from what Jade tells you, give me an arcane check. It sounds like some sort of a protection circle ritual.
Jade, it might be some type of spiritual protection. I'm guessing this is what you saw upstairs.
I don't know, but is that something you would use in your mumbo jumbo?
My mumbo jumbo. Well, if you're putting something in the circle, you don't want it to get out, then generally that's what it's there for.
So, all right. Well, this is going to be interesting then.
Okay. So everyone arrives back. Harry and Jeff, your characters, walk in. You find Abigail and Jade, and Ronaldo has joined you. He's waiting with you.
I'm just bleeding a little bit.
There's a few other patrons waiting as well. They're coming for the seance.
I relate to them what is happening with the captain and the offer she's presented us. Yeah, that's it.
Ronaldo listens on that, and he says, "Listen, if you go out on Lac Dinishir, you need. I've heard the fishermen talking. Like, the ice flows have become very treacherous."
What did you say that he says we need? You cut out for a sec here.
He says you need to be careful.
Oh, careful. Okay.
With the ice and the lake freezing, the ice flows are very dangerous. He strongly recommends, if you go looking for these sailors, not to go on the water.
Okay.
So with that, he guides you upstairs. He leads you up. He's like, "I can't wait to show you. I've got everything in place." And there's yourself and about four other people that reside at the inn. You don't know their names, but you've seen them around. He leads you up, and then he begins to start lighting candles and incense. I forgot to tell you that this Jade, he's hung a number of multicolored lamps from the rafters here to light the place. He also has some colored silks hanging so that the illumination is sort of softened from the lamps.
So very fortune tellery.
Oh yes, very
vibes.
much.
Yeah.
Very much.
I should have taken prestidigitation so I could blow the candles out when he lights them repeatedly.
Prestidigitation is awesome. You should have.
So and as everyone sort of climbs up into the attic and looks at this, he sort of motions for everyone to sit around the circle. Tells people, sit cross-legged, sit down.
Hey, I don't sit in the circle.
Okay.
I stand off to the side against the wall.
All right.
I stand opposite the other wall.
You're not participating either?
No, and I might, if he's not looking, I might actually smudge one of the circles with my foot.
You would
Like
have
other
to be
planets.
up on the circle for that. Abigail, you glance the circle over. This is not arcane. This might be kind of sort of hedge magic, sort of.
Fall fair.
Fake as
fortune
fuck.
Mysticism, but not any arcane magic that you're familiar with.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, smoke from the burning incense begins to cloud the room, and the multicolored lamps and silks and the light from several candles illuminate the circle. And the other guests sitting down actually look a little uncomfortable as they sit cross-legged on the floor. With that, Ronaldo pushes back the sleeves of his robe, raises his hands, closes his eyes, and intones, "Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour. Tell us what you've seen." After a moment of silence, thick frost actually begins to form on the inside of the room's windows, turning them opaque. And one by one, the candles begin to go out. And I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
I can't.
How do I do this?
There should be a saving throw box on your character sheet. And
Did I just do it? Whoops.
you did a charisma check. I need a charisma saving throw, but we can use that because it would be this plus your proficiency, so that's okay. Okay. So
Oh wait, I think I figured it out. Is that right, Jeremy? Not that you're going to use that one, but just did I do it right that time?
actually, you rolled even better. We'll use that one. That's fine. So here we have a picture as Ronaldo's eyes roll back in his head, and the little halfling says, in a voice not of his own, "Who calls me?"
Kick him, Chris.
Geraldo. Eldritch Blast?
And the people that are not, that just came up to watch, they are obviously looking very concerned at Ronaldo. His eyes rolled back. "Who calls me?" Anybody?
I do.
The air duct cleaning service?
This is it.
You've won a free cruise!
I say I do.
He looks over in your direction as your voice speaks malice, and says, "And what information of the lake do you seek?"
Where are the fishermen that are missing?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Why is it so freaking cold?
So you say, where are the fishermen?
Yeah, that are missing.
They are in great danger.
Didn't ask that. I said, where are they?
They have found Maud's cave.
Where's Maud's cave?
Who's Maud?
Holy shit. This
And
is like
then there's Maud.
50 questions.
Sorry. I had to. I'm
Is-
sorry.
Is Maud a name we would have heard around?
No.
We have a map of the area? Or could we have a map?
No.
What coast, what side of the lake is the cave on?
between here and Caer Dineval.
Okay, you've been all we needed. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
She says, "There is more you must know about the happenings of the lake.
And then?
Caer Dineval is besieged by the Nine Hells."
I laugh.
And he then points at Courtney. "You know of these kinds of people."
I don't think I know who you're talking about.
You know. You know. As he continues to talk to you, on the windows behind him, the words "invisible dwarves" start. No, at first it's just I-N, and then it spells out "invisible dwarves." Moves on to the next window pane. Invisible dwarves. Moves on to the next window pane. Invisible dwarves.
Invisible
my-
dwarves, invisible dwarves.
Can I take out my EMF reader?
Oh yeah.
Don't cross the streams.
Please read this book.
Drop a book in the ground. Please rate my book.
I have a blank book. We could do it. Oh, there's another spike.
Yeah, my internet's choppy tonight for some reason.
He says, the people of East Haven and Caer Konig and Caer Dineval do not know that dwarves walk among them. Seek them at the ferry and in the ruins of Dinev's Rest. At which point, poor little
Geraldo?
Ronaldo.
poor little Ronaldo begins to shake.
Like the Harlem Shake?
The Harlem Shake. Like the Harlem Shake?
Down funk, baby.
Jeremy, do I have gloves on? Because it's cold out and stuff.
I would assume that people have their... you might not have your gloves on, but it's cold up here, so,
I'm gonna take a glove out and slap him across the face to get him to snap out of it.
Okay, do you walk through the circle? Do you walk around the circle?
Oh, I'm gonna walk straight through it, like beeline right to him.
Okay. You step across the circle, and you slap him. His poor little face doesn't move, but it leaves a big red mark. And he falls down, and the windows behind him the ice starts to pull back from what little warmth there is in this room.
I think it almost worked, Courtney. Hit him harder.
He's lying on the floor now, out cold,
Now we
with
gotta slap him.
a
Wake him
big
up.
splat mark on the side of his face.
I feel weird about it myself because I'm slapping a person that's the size of a child. So I feel guilty for a little bit.
Okay.
And then you slap him again.
No, I'll try to revive him.
How do you do that? Like just to...
I'll pinch his earlobe really hard.
You blow on him, shake him a little bit. Did we lose Jeremy? He's like completely frozen to me.
Yeah, he's frozen.
At least it isn't as awkward as the last time he froze.
It's almost awkward-ish.
That's only because he's got a blue ball in his face.
Yeah, he lost
Yep,
internet.
there's Fantasy Grounds. Whoa,
I
we have
don't
a
know. I couldn't tell.
take a small break for technical difficulties.
I was eating and didn't want you to see me like cramming a half of a hamburger into my face.
That's okay. Hopefully that doesn't happen
How
again.
dare you hide
My
that.
apologies. My apologies. You will have to, unfortunately, I think, log back into the.
Yes, sir.
Did he freeze again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, technical difficulties. Bananas. We're having some major technical difficulties
Okay.
with Jeremy's
So,
internet, so
we've
we're
got a
just
little
gonna
bit in.
call it for today.
I apologize. I'm still having a very hard time finding the things I need in Fantasy Grounds.
Before next session, do you want to sit down for like an hour and I can see if that can help you navigate it?
Maybe. I will tell you this though, that if I don't have a better internet connection for next week, I'll probably not run this game next week and try to get things figured out, because this is yeah.
Yes.
It's just very yeah.
You heard it here first.
I
There may not be a game next week, so we will
Like
keep you
we
posted.
could keep playing in it and it not do it again, but I know
You don't want to
from
risk it.
well, because it's just making my stream a piece of garbage on this end. So
And it's frustrating. Like, there's no need to frustrate yourself over a game, so. I think we did a lot. I think we succeeded. We did a mission. We leveled. It's a good day.
Why did
done
we
good.
level?
Well, you leveled me.
okay, so we can talk
I was
about
using
that.
this today.
Just let me finish up closing out some things here on the stream, and then I can tell you how leveling is going to work. Okay.
So, we will talk to you later.
Yes.
For tomorrow, we have, I have Toxic and Tonic Book Club, D&D. And that is with Angela and Heather and Maddox. And on Friday, I'll actually be doing a podcast with Jeremy. And I believe that'll show the next Monday or Tuesday on all your podcasting needs. So, see you tomorrow.